Welcome back to the channel, buddy, and I hope you're doing fine. Continue, Rogue Trader. And previous episode we've done some stuff, not sure how good I've done it. And now we're looking for cash in the former lantern. There was said something about the about the residents of Leech, and there was no, not this side. There was, yeah, this one. We have something. That's not what I was looking for. You're on the right path, I can remember the place. Small way, large windows. Huh? Xenos, Lost in Void, Dumped Cargo. Wait a minute. Is it a quest already? No, Dreams and Stories. The hint mentioned a small quay and large... Yeah, it's a quest already. That sounds like part of Footfall Void Dog. Alpha RHO. Okay, so we need to go to Void Dog. But first of all, let's visit the Leech after all we've done. I guess we are safe at... Well, anyway, we are Rogue Trader, so I don't think he will be pissed, he will be mad, but I hope not that. Greetings, your lordship. I don't mean to hurry, but I hope that our deal is still in place. This station continues experience. Yeah, everything's good. Don't worry. Oh, yeah. I did what you could not. I found and neutralized Auna's agitator-in-chief. That's a truly outstanding accomplishment, your lordship. Footfall can now rest easy, at least until the next mad hoodlum makes himself known. Yeah. There is an establishment not far from here. They let people torture fake Xenos there. I want it to stop. I gives a curt nod. It will be dealt with. A man who introduced himself as servant of House Choda asked to have a word with me, and then imagine the odds someone blew his brains out. Ladams doesn't look surprised. The Avnas again, I presume those anarchical degenerates don't care whom they shoot. Be it my servant, your or those employ House Choda. Yeah. I suspect that this agent wished to negotiate a deal that would have you refrain from hindering Incendia Choda efforts to strangle us with this hunger and demand of obedience. If so, I don't believe I will be more in this man's passing very long. I'm beginning to resent how frequently the people I converse with on the station wind up dead. That's indeed level. But these are the times we live in, and this is Footfall. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I don't care. Hmm. Not too bad. Visions of death. Telepathy. We don't have telepaths. 6,000. Oh my god. 500? Really? Heretic trophies, Xeno artifacts. This is how we increase, yeah? Where's this? Oh my goodness. Another one, heretic trophy. Another one. This is how we can increase. Okay. Height and tradable. Melee range. No. Xeno artifacts. We should have some. Heretic. I don't have any Xeno artifacts. Uniforms, melee ranged, jewelry, mechanicus, ranged, melee provisions, uniform, melee ranged, miscellaneous. Yeah, we don't actually have. Okay. Never mind, I guess. This is not as much as I thought we have.
I always keep my options open.
But anyway. So we better to report stuff around. And now we continue. First of all, wait a minute. The quests that we have now, dreams and stories, the hint mentioned, okay. And yeah, okay, Ooh. Why didn't I loot at it before? Ooh. Wearing gains 15 curation. If the verse is arbitrary, they gain 20 instead. Okay, we don't. Our bites are here. Oh, this is the coded one. Nope. Not working. You have something else to say. I have some questions. Do I have some questions? I don't have any more questions to you. 28 profit. We don't have enough profit. The Medicaid. To Medicaid. This one is a good one, but this is levels. Oh my god, this is level 7. This is 0 and then 5. Yeah. What do you prefer? Holy gifts, heretic trophies. Holy gifts. Holy. 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 No, without one. Trade. Oh, so it's not dropping down. Oh. So, for example, if we are going to do... We are already level... Oh, and now we need 1000. Okay. Ship components, heretic, trophies... Holy... We had some more heretics. Yeah, holy. Another one holy. And another one holy. I need just a tiny bit more. Yeah. Ooh, 14k. But we can purchase all of those. Yeah, let's do it. The 6 one, not really sure. This is the 7. Oh, this is the 7 one. Oh well. Now let it be. Let it be like that. I do like it. Where's Kibela? Oh, you already have those. Okay. You have your stuff. You have your stuff. You're actually doing some Medicaid, so there you go.
I always have a backup plan.
Henrix? How are you doing here? Going to be back? Ooh, hello. What's that? Oh, that's the cache. The answer is close, Seeker. Remember the world. Realize and remember the place. A tunnel in the shadow of a breach in the shadow of the great stage. The hint mentions a tunnel in the shadow of a breach shadow. It must be referring to the shadow quarters. The part of the shadow quarters is currently under quarantine due to a possible outbreak of disease. Oh my god.
Let us not dawdle.
Okay, so we need to wait when the situation will be resolved, I guess. Let's look for... Caviar Gamma Refugee... Yeah. For Solomon. We're going to speak to Solomon whatever he wants. There's a lot of Arbites here.
Thank you for responding to my request, Rogue Trader. I'm here on the orders of Marshal Strax to ask for your help. We are in pursuit of a TIE thief. We must board the thief's ship, execute the heretic for his crimes, and return the sacred tribute to the protection of the Adeptus Arbites. The reward for your assistance in this matter will be the thief's frigate, the Heartless, which we will capture in the course of the mission.
I knew you would be back begging another boon. No. It's a pleasure to see you, Solomon, and you, Glyto.
Glyto, speak! Not every cybermastiff receives a personal greeting from a rogue trader. Such an honor warrants a response.
Nice. Why have you approached me and not Winterscale? Raka Minoris was his world.
I did, and I was rebuffed. As rogue trader Winterscale rightly pointed out, from the moment of the tithes collection, responsibility for it transfers to the Adeptus Arbites. He also noted that the loss of a world is not an inconsiderable detriment to his protectorate, and he has no intention of expending resources to recover something that no longer belongs to him.
Oh.
Under similar circumstances in the past, our arrangement would have obliged us to turn to Lady Theodora. She was a key figure in supporting the Lex Imperialis in the Coronis Expanse.
It is poor for a rogue trader to refuse to help servants of the law.
It is not for me to judge the Emperor's anointed, not least when I cannot fault his reasoning.
He just didn't want to, I guess. Maybe he had some other reasons, I'm not sure. So you lost a ship and you want someone else to solve your problem? No. I will help our debtors of pities. What's the plan?
Captain Sargona and his flagship, the Heartless, are concealed in Mundus Nullius. The exact location can only be determined with your ship's augurs when we enter the system. The Heartless is escorted by a small flotilla. You'll need to neutralize it in order to capture the frigate. Our BT strike teams will land on the upper deck, while your boarding party handles the remaining bays. My squad of arbitrators will take on the most difficult and dangerous part of the operation. The ultimate goal is to capture the captain's bridge and interrogate and execute Sargona.
I need more information about the thief.
Stein, transfer the latest data. Bryce, hologram. This one has the complete file.
Study the file. Sentenced Goodyear Sargona, homeworld unknown, Psycho, specialty pyromancy. Foreman sectioned, abandoned his post on privateer ship and joined the pirates. Confirmed links. Kasbalika, Xenos alleged. Heretical cults also implicated at least 15 attacks on trading vessels. Status alive. Studied the hologram. The image quality leaves something to be desired, but you can make out the criminal suffit of argument and Sumter's clothing. There is something haughty, almost maniacal in his bearing, like the tyrant who sooner or later proclaims himself God. Oh, I know this kind of persons. How are you so well informed?
Shortly after the fall of Rakad Manoris, I questioned the Liege of Footfall. He supplied me with exhaustive information about Sargona and his ship, and gave the arbitrators full access to the docks. I suspect Takara's compliance stems from some bad blood between him and Sargona. Scum eating scum. Nothing new there.
Yeah. Give me the rundown on Sargona.
He is a former privateer and a fugitive psycho. At one time, he was involved in the coal trade and the supply of Xenos mercenaries, but his pirate habits got the better of him, and he started robbing his associates. Now, even among the criminal rabble, he is known as a nasty piece of work. Something of an achievement, you will agree. Sargona is cunning, cruel, and unpredictable.
That'll do.
As you wish.
Tell me about the ship you are promising me.
The Heartless is the enemy flagship. It has been corrupted with inhuman technology.
Oh.
But you have the necessary resources to purge it of Xenos filth and make it serve the Imperium once more. Even if you don't wish to own a ship previously crewed by pirates, you will have prospective buyers lining up to take it off your hands. I'm no expert on ships, but when I questioned the captains on Footfall about the Heartless, they were almost salivating as they listed its virtues.
Purifying and removing a ship equipped with blasphemous modifications from the hands of apostates is the sacred duty of all servants of the Omnissiah and of the Emperor.
Counter offer. I get the ship and you join my entourage at the same time.
I do not have the power to choose my assignments, rogue trader. However, if the mission is successful, the Marshal is unlikely to refuse to deploy me as your escort.
I see. Any tactical recommendation for Sal?
The task is relatively simple. Kill all enemies we encounter, and not let them kill us.
Yep.
Sargona must be taken alive for questioning, but I and my team will handle that. There is one other thing.
Yeah.
The following call signs will be used for Vox communication during the mission. You will be RT1, and I will be DX1. I also request you use RBT sign language throughout. Non-verbal commands are faster than speaking and will allow us to catch our target unawares. Here is a short list.
Salman hauls out data slate and he stutters the data slate. There are 2000 basic commands from head nods to combination of hand gesture, everything you need quickly and efficiently communicate enemy, position and numbers, and even coordinate joint attack. You have a deal.
Good. Do you have any further questions?
I have other matters to attend en route on Mundus Nullus. Will you be able... Board flagship and wait my command. Let's go.
Acknowledged. Sargona is already dead. He just doesn't know it yet.
Let's freaking go. This is part of DLC, so I'm absolutely up to this one. Henrix. Familiar figure turns to you, Henrix von Kallax, interrogator Order Xenos boss, he said respectfully. Lord Captain. Honored interrogator, Abelard saying, what a surprise, did you perchance leave something in your cabin? Henrix, not at all, First Officer Viserion. I'm not in the habit of leaving a trail, but I thank you for your concern. I'm pleased to see you again, Henrix. Henrix allows himself a hint of a smile. I'm glad to hear that my presence aboard your ship didn't leave you with unpleasant memories. I hope your disposition won't change once I have explained the reason of my visit. I was able to contact my mentor and report the tragic events that transpired on Rykard Minoris. I also received some information from my agents regarding the movement and action of enemies of humanity, including the Xenius that were involved in theft of the star. According to these findings, a threat now hangs over the world. This time yours, Lord Captain. I want those bastards dead. Henrix clears his throat and begins in a pointedly official tone. By the order of Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calazar, whose duty is to stand sentinel over the Coronos Expanse, the road trader of House von Velasius is to take on board the agent of Most Holy Inquisition and provide escort and support in deeds great and small that serve safeguard of territories of Imperium against its enemies. This decree is effective immediately upon announcement and remains effective until deceased, otherwise His Excellency Calazar. Oh my goodness. This was challenging. I should not do that again. Oh my god, my head is this now. Hendrix, would you mind translating the torrent of beside you just unleash upon me? No, we're not saying that. What exactly caused this need to rejoin? No. Can you just translate what you said? The Lord Inquisitor has deemed that my presence aboard your His mouth twists slightly. Lord Inquisitor has deemed that my presence aboard your ship in your retinue will be significantly more beneficial to the fight against heresy and evil that may return to my mentor's side. Our parting before our arrival on Footfall was premature. What exactly caused this need to rejoin my crew? The cause is activity of humanity's enemies, including the cult of the Final Dawn. In my absence, the situation in Coronos Expanse have changed. I have received an exhaustive reports from my agent. This heresy has taken wrought in the regions where the Von Valance's world lie. You probably already know about the fate of industrial world of Caviar Gamma. I heard about that, yeah. If not, then I will share what detail I know, but not here. Better talk on board, where we will not be, yeah. You know, having Inquisitor on my side is also good. Also good. I, Rogue Trader Legrand von Valassens, welcome the agent of Golden Throne aboard my ship and take on the responsibility of assisting him in the fight against the evil that threatens humanity. Henrik's gifts reserved not, and also benefiting the righteous servant of the Emperor. If duty was brought you aboard the Rogue Trader ship once more and touch the Emperor's will. Welcome back, interrogator, Argenta says. Henrix. Thank you, sister. It is an honor to be traveling with one of the blessed Adeptus Sororitas. Cassia. Master Van Kallax, since you are with us once more, I do hope you will find time to finish our conversation about the literary work of Cronhel the Blessed. I will make every effort, Lady Orcelio. I must also deliver this to you. Henrik pulls out sealed letter. The Lord Inquisitor specified that the content of this envelope are for your eyes only. I would ask you to read as soon as you have time. Letter from Lord Inquisitor. Oh my goodness, this is a huge letter. Okay, letter from Lord Inquisitor Xavier. May the Emperor faithful forever remain in the light of his favor. Let me first express my condolences on the tragic death of the most honorable Theodora von Valancet. Nevertheless, I was altered to learn that the warrant of the Rogue Trader has been passed to worthy and promising heir. I'm sorry. These words are not hollow compliments, but rather the Inquisition's official opinion on your person. Good to know. As fate would have it, you have taken the reins of the Von Valassens dynasty in an hour most dire, when grim portent of dark events to come are surfacing through the coroner's expanse. I have been duty bound to become the first sentinel who sees the approaching threat, and I hereby alert you that it is indeed coming. Our loyalty and resolve will be tested. People such as you and I will become the pillars that will unite the Emperor's frightened children and inspire them to fight back. And so I greet you as my dependable ally and assure you of my favor. From now on, you have trusted friends within the holy orders of the Imperial Inquisitional and receptive confidant on whom you can rely. Should the dark times ahead require you to make questionable choices, have no doubt that such an incident will be examined in an exceedingly temperate fashion and rules out of the most radical forms of judgment. I have faith in the succession of your partnership and thanks you for contribution both past and future. Lord Inquisitor Xavier Caladar. Okay. That is everything for the time being, Henrik saying. Are you headed to the ship, or do you have still business on foot? Well, whatever the case, I can either wait on board or accompany you. Just be wherever you are. Oh. Okay. But I don't have. I hope with the next huge level up profession level up, maybe I will be able to choose the doggo or raven or silver skull. I wouldn't mind of it. Kibela, stop please, darling. Voxmaster, Vigdis, Lord Captain, the inspection of the ship system is complete. The tail priests are reporting the machine spirits are calm and satisfied. Everything is ready for onward travel. Except there is an issue you must be made aware of. Cassius makes quick nervous gesture, adjusting her adornment over her third eye. I have been studying the records left by vessel's previous navigator. I wanted to double check the route of Dragonus and discovered that it does not match the one recorded in the Atlas. It is more than minor warp fluctuation. The route has been wiped out and it can no longer be used for traveling. To make matters worse, I started checking the passes from the Atlas one after another and saw the same thing everywhere. The warp is rolling with omniscient storm, bursting with vivid and screaming colors. It will not hinder our movement, but all previous knowledge is now utterly useless. Magenta angrily chops there with the side of her palm. Warp storms are our enemies, just like heretics and demons. It is shame they can't be dispersed with flamer or bolter. Oh, you would, you would do that for 100%. Now we can be certain the problem with astropathic communication in the current suspense are no coincidence. There is a warp disturbance in your way, Lord Captain. This is swallowing messages and disrupting familiar routes. This means you need to locate the keywords of the Von Valentine's Protectorate as soon as possible. I'm talking about Janus, Dragonus and Kavia Gamma. Charting those routes so they can be charted and restoring control will be necessary next step. Oh yes. What would be the consequence? Oh, the consequences will be the lost with the sectors. Tell me about Janus. What is Kavia Gamma? What do I need to know about Dragonus? Abelard, what is your opinion? Which should we deal with first? Very well, our course is clear. Do my officers have any other issues that require immediate attention? That is all, Lord Captain. The vessel and the crew awaits your instructions and are ready to depart footfall immediately. Would you so desire? Well, that's good. That's good. Oh, at last I've cleaned my my clothes. Hooray! Okay, Cassia, do you have something to say?
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Oh no, I'm not doing that one. What does your special sight reveal?
Jai is like a gem. The brighter people shine around her, the clearer her faces reflect a myriad of colorful gleams. They are all parts of Jai, but no single one of them is her. I cannot discern her true colors through the veil of her motley shawls. I peel off hue after hue, only to find a different color underneath every time.
Layers of layers.
Here?
Of layers.
Are you sure?
Nah.
Of course. I have enjoyed.
Okay. Nothing to talk to you. You wanted to talk.
Greetings.
I'm waiting for you to tell me about your past and explain the strange words that cultists on footfall.
Yes, I'm ready. I would ask only one thing of you, rogue trader. If I may, I would like to see the chamber of the sacred warrant and kneel before the relic touched by the Emperor himself. A difficult conversation lies ahead of us, and I wish to pray by the relic before I lay my soul bare.
Of course, let us go there right away. She's serious. She's so damn serious. She needs his help. Just to talk about that one. Argenta drops her knees, her hands making the sign of a killer. Her eyes are locked on the sweeping signature of the warrant. A seemingly mundane thing, merely a flourish on a piece of paper, unless one knows whose hand left that mark and whose blood on that paper. Rogue trader, we need to talk, or rather, I need to tell you something. The truth about I end up on Theodora von Valence's ship, and about the cultist we've encountered on Footfall. I'm listening. Please understand, I couldn't trust you before. I'll tell you my story and you'll see why, Argenta pauses. I'll start in the beginning. It's easy to piece everything together that way. Upon arriving in the Expanse and on Footfall, I found no purpose here, only torment. I wasn't needed. The reliquary I had been assigned to safeguard was already well protected by Reverend Henerma's mission, and no one was even trying to defile it. For all its lawlessness, Footfall respects the worship of Emperor. That was when Lady Theodora, head of your dynasty, appeared. She became an agent of divine will in a way. Argenta flutters, searching for the words. It was from her that I learned about planet recently discovered by her scouts, Salis Prime. For a rogue trader, the planet was out of little interest. The feral world away from convenient warp routes. But for me, learning about its existence was a revelation. I've never even heard such a planet. Does it belong to von Valacian's dynasty? Yes, now the planet is yours by the right. It is not as simple as the warp route leading to it was lost. I will explain due time. May I continue? Please continue. The description of Salis Prime was familiar to me. It seemed very similar to a wolf from an ancient legend, the legend of Saint Argenta and her ship. Argenta is the living saint. She is my patroness. The order named me after her. She died millennia ago when heretics caused her ship to fall from the skies. But even those blasphemers could not touch Argenta's ashes or her holy relic, the one star. For the fallen ship, which now served as the resting place of the saints' remain, would only allow truly righteous to re-enter. All other would meet their death. Imagine what I feel when this flash of insight came upon me. The world where Saint Argenta's ship fell was merely a vague legend. No one knew its actual whereabouts, and suddenly I myself, named after the saint, come across this information. I realized at the moment that it was important that I must journey to the planet and find the ship, and so I asked Reverend Henomas to let me go for a time of personal pilgrimage. I boarded the Theodora's ship and demanded passage to newly discovered planet Salis Prime. Why did you keep supposition from Reverend Henomas? Surely he could have helped you with search of the ship in the saint's remains. I couldn't just come out and tell him. It was important revealed to me personally. Can't you see? I told Reverend Henomas the honest truth, and that I was going to a personal pilgrimage to embolden my spirit. It really was a pilgrimage. It was a Saint Agenta herself had shown me the way, commanding me to undertake this trial. If it had found the ship and set foot on its deck, if I had laid my hands on her remains and the relic, it would have been sign that I truly had blessed the saint's favor. That is understandable. Searching for your destiny, for your place in the world, in the special matter, a personal one. You either succeeded it or you don't. Agenta looks at you, somewhat surprised. I thought that I had been called, that finding the ship was my destiny, my place in the world. Perhaps there is something to that. I imagine Theodora was thrilled with the prospect. Lady Theodora lent her assistant. It was her intention to visit the newly discovered world, and she took me with her. You mentioned something called One Star. What is it? Apologies, I got so carried away I forgot to explain. One Star is a relic kept by Saint Agenta. It belonged to Order Pronatus. I'm sorry. And we attach particular significance to holy relics. The One Star is one of the lost relics of the past, so mysterious that no one even knows what it is exactly. Agenta's hagiography at times call it a banners or set of armor or blessed chainsword. One thing is certain: it was beacon of righteousness, and it was lost with Agenta's death. What happened next? Defeat. The ship's Agios failed to detect anything of note during orbital scanning. It was expecting this, though according to the legend the ship can conceal itself from the naked eye, and only pilgrim guided by a pure heart can find it. What I didn't expect was an ambush waiting for us on this planet. I landed there with a small unit provided by Theodora. I know Saint Agenta's hagiography by heart, but I know all the legends about her. I followed the obscure clues, the description of mountains and rivers for millennia-old tales, and I was certain that I found the way to the ship, and that's where we were attacked. The words were heard in the heretic's shrine on the footfalls. Something about waste doors, please address to the same loader. Yeah, okay. I didn't connect these events at first. The cultists on the footfall, the cultists on the Salus Prime, the cultists attacking the ship of Conrad's betrayal. What if these all are links in the same chain? What if they've long since infiltrated the ranks of von Valasan's servant? What if I led those heretics in the sacred planet with my search? No need to blame yourself. If the heretics really had wormed their way into the Von Valencians rank by then, they would have found the planet even without you going there. I doubt it. No one except me was particularly interested in that planet. Conrad, on the other hand, he sympathized with me when I first came aboard. He helped arrange an audience with Theodora and supported me in my effort to visit the planet. I never told him plainly why I wanted to go there, but I imagine that Vulture must have figured out that it was something important, something related to the holy face of the Imperium, and was what could delight the heretic more than defiling a relic. Sadly, no one who might have all the answers Conrad escaped. Oh yes, and sincerely hope that we will meet him again. That serpent need to answer a few questions before he's plunged into cleansing flames. So how did you manage to escape the cultist? Argenta hands her head. Theodora's people received the distress call, came to my rescue and brought me aboard the ship. I barely remember what happened when they arrived. I was already severely wounded, fighting back with whatever remained of my strength. I think I shouted that we had to go after them, but they didn't listen. They took me on the shuttle and pulled out. After that, it's all blackness. When I came to where we were already in the middle of warp jump, Theodora had urgent matters to take care of, and oh, so you didn't succeed. And what do you, and that's why you didn't trust me before, correct? Yes, Rogue Trader. I saw with my own eyes how a member of your family showed his true colors as servant of the archenemy. I had already suffered a humiliating defeat at hands of cultists and was afraid of another betrayal. I couldn't be forthright with you, and so I studied you, looking for seed of corruption or light of righteousness. And what did you find? A man who stood shoulder to shoulder with me and helped eradicate the cultist on footfall. So, just to clarify, you were wounded. You were never found Saint Argenta's ship, that's right? Yes, I rushed to Theodora the moment I could walk again, and I insisted on going back on Salis Prime to defend the relic from the heretics, but I was told that the warp had destroyed the old route to the planet, and that plotting new one would take great deal in time and effort, as if there could be anything more important than protecting the face and hunting down the servants of our enemy. In any event, the route was lost and all knowledge of it died in the attack of the ship along with the old navigator, but now we have a new lead, and the data that we collect from the cultist shrine on footfall. I don't care what that reprobate to execute said. We must be a way to track them down. There must be a way to track them down. Tell me, Rotor, will you help me in this undertaking? Will you help me find this great relic and return to people of the Imperium? There is nothing I wouldn't do to reclaim a sacred object from for the people of the Imperium. Argenta walks up and places a hand on your shoulder. So be it, Rogue Trader. As I stand here before the warrant, the embodiment of the Emperor's, I will make by his own head. I vow that I will not relent until the holy relic has been returned in the heretics punished. And may the light be with both of us on this path. That's an interesting one. So, you know, this sounds like really good quest, actually. Okay, Henrik, Sabelard, we have some people to talk, but we are going to do it next time, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you really soon. Bye bye.